Welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be a tutorial on this very dramatic liner, dark lip. This is a look that I actually did about a week ago, and it was a before and after that I did that it went pretty viral. Everyone was sending me pictures like through DMs, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram, text messages. Everyone was just sending me all of these links because my picture of my before and after was like all over the place. So that was pretty cool to see that. I think that's like the first time my picture, like, I mean, I've seen it on Facebook and on Pinterest and stuff, but this is like one of the first times that my picture was that viral. So yeah, I got a lot of requests from people to do a tutorial on that look. In the picture I had the two braids, so some people might feel like it's different only because my hair is different, but the makeup is exactly the same. And you know, this could be a Valentine's Day look, but it just depends the kind of girl that you are. You know, there's girls that are all for the drama like I am, or girls who prefer to keep it a little more neutral for a Valentine's Day date night. So you guys can pretty much, or you can take bits and pieces of this look and kind of like make it your own. It's all up to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm really into this whole dark lip thing lately, and I don't know, it's just like, it's so fierce. I'm all for it. So yeah, I hope you guys really do enjoy this tutorial. And like I always say, let me know if you guys have any other things you want to see. It doesn't always have to be tutorials. You guys just let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Thank you guys always for the support. I love you all. So first you're going to grab your primer. I'm using the Embryolisse primer. And you just want to take a little amount, basically as if you were moisturizing your face, especially if you have dry skin. This is a step that you definitely want to take. And then once you're done with that, just grab a spoolie just to comb your brow hairs, make sure that's all going in the right direction. And then I'm going to take my RCMA VK11 palette, and I'm going to place that on my brow bone. This is just to add a little bit more of a cleaner and sharper effect to my brows. This definitely helps if you need your eyebrows done and you want to disguise that. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'm just going to blend out that concealer with a clean blending brush. Next, I'm going to move on to priming my eyes, and I'm using the Benefit Lemonade Primer, and I'm just patting that all over my lids. And then I'm going to move on to my shadow, and I'm using the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm taking that very warm color right there, and I'm placing that all over my lid and onto my crease. I wanted a color that was basically neutral, where it kind of seemed like I wasn't even wearing eyeshadow. Moving on to liner, I'm using the LA Splash Architect Liner, and I'm using the Rimmel London Liquid Liner. I mixed two different liquids so that I can get a darker line. This definitely helps if you guys don't want to use gel liner. You can just use two different liquid liners and it'll come out just as black. So first I'm starting out with the LA Splash Liner, and obviously you want to take your time when you're doing wing liner because it is very tricky. And the Rimmel London liner, you can find that at any Walmart. It's like $8. So you can see right here how much darker it got once I added the Rimmel London over the LA Splash. Next, I'm moving on to my gold liner, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua Liner in Diamond Gold. And I'm just placing that right over the black liner. If you happen to get a little bit of the gold onto the black, you can just grab your black liner again and kind of go over it, and you'll see me do that step because I did get it a little bit on to my black liner. Now I'm adding my Salon Perfect 615 lashes. These are also lashes that you could purchase at Walmart, so very inexpensive. And then I'm going to add my They're Real mascara, and this is also by Benefit. After this, I'm moving on to my face, and I'm using the MAC Moisture Foundation in NC30 and the Veil Cosmetics Mixing Base, which is an awesome combination because once you mix these two together, you actually avoid having to set your face with any powder because once it dries up, it's going to dry up into more of a matte finish. Then I'm just going to place that all over my face. Again, I already mixed it together. And before I get foundation everywhere, I'm wiping that off my hand, and I'm gonna grab my artist brush now and blend out my foundation. No, this is not a spoon, this is a real brush. And it gives a very airbrush effect, which is why I love it so much. Then I'm moving on to my color corrector, and I'm using the orange one from LA Girl Cosmetics, and I'm placing that right underneath my eyes, and then I'm gonna buff it out with a smaller artist brush. You wanna make sure you buff it out a lot since it is a cream. Once you add your cream color corrector, you don't want it to crease because you have too much product. Then I'm gonna use the Benefit Dandelion Shy Beam. It's a matte highlighter, and I'm just going to place that right underneath my eyes and the high points of my face. Now that I'm done doing that, it's time to buff it out, and I'm just taking a beauty blender and I am just pressing it into my face to make sure that I have absolutely no streaks. Now I'm gonna set my face, and I'm using the Tarte palette. I'm going back and forth between the light and the yellow. The light is going underneath my eyes, and the yellow powder, I'm going to place that on the center of my face so that I'm not too bright right in the center. Now you want to give yourself at least a good 5 minutes to bake and let that powder set in. Once that time is done, I am going to now dust it off, and you can just tell how much it just stuck to my face. Then I'm going to take the Benefit Do the Hoola bronzer, and this is basically the liquid version of the Hoola bronzer, and I love it. It's like my new favorite. Now I'm moving on to contouring my nose. Once I'm done with that, I'm adding my blush, and I'm using the MAC Melba blush, and I'm going to place that on my cheekbones. You want to make sure when adding blush that it blends really well with your contour. Then I'm going to add my illuminator, and I'm using the Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator. Moving on to my waterline, I'm using the Ben Nye Light Cream Crayon. I heard it's sold out, but you can use any neutral liner. Then I'm going to take that rusty color right there and add that to the outside of my waterline. Next, I'm just adding some mascara, and then I'm going to move on to my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in medium brown, and it has a spoolie on one side and then the pencils on the other side. So again, I'm just kind of combing my brows, and now I'm taking the pencil and coloring it in. The pencil is angled, which to me kind of helps your brows look a little bit more realistic because you can draw in more hair-like streaks. And then I'm going to grab the spoolie, make sure the color is spread evenly throughout my brow. Once I'm done with that, I'm moving on to my lips, and I'm using the MAC Chestnut Lip Liner, and I'm just placing that all over my lips. You want to make sure that your lips are not too dry, or else your lip liner is going to end up skipping for you. Now I'm adding my lip color, and I'm using the Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted Liquid Lipstick. And you want to make sure that you don't place too many layers of liquid lipstick onto your lips. 1 or 2 layers would be good enough. If not, you're going to end up having a lot of cracking later on throughout the day. Next, I'm just adding some Fix Plus for some extra moisture, and we're all done. Thanks for watching, guys.